Imagine a world where sleek electric vehicles zip silently through city streets, turning heads and promising a greener future. That's the Tesla era we're living in today. Elon Musk's brainchild dominating headlines, stock markets, and driveways worldwide. But what if I told you electric cars didn't start with Tesla? In fact, they ruled the roads over a century ago, long before gas guzzlers took over. Buckle up, because this is the untold story of electric vehicles, from forgotten pioneers to Tesla's triumphant reinvention. Welcome to Electric Cars Before Tesla, the reinvention of the EV revolution. Let's rewind to the late 19th century, the golden age of EVs, when electricity was the cutting-edge tech buzzing with promise. Picture this. Horses still clopped along dirt roads, but inventors were electrifying mobility. In 1890, William Morrison unveiled America's first successful electric car in Des Moines, Iowa, a simple wagon on batteries, sparking a revolution. By 1900, electric vehicles made up nearly a third of all cars on U.S. roads. They were quiet, clean, and effortless to drive. No cranking handles or smoky exhaust like their steam and gas rivals. Icons of the era included the Baker Electric, a compact runabout from Cleveland that could hit 14 miles per hour with a 50-mile range. Then there was the Detroit Electric, produced from 1907 to 1939, boasting plush seats and vase holders for flowers, marketed to upscale urbanites, especially women who appreciated the ease over messy gas engines. Famous owners? Thomas Edison, the wizard of electricity himself, drove one to tinker with batteries. Even Henry Ford bought a Detroit Electric for his wife Clara in 1914, calling it reliable and fume-free. These EVs thrived in cities, where short trips matched their limited range, and charging stations dotted upscale neighborhoods. Back then, EVs weren't just vehicles, they were symbols of modernity, silent ghosts gliding past noisy competitors. But glory faded fast. Enter the dark ages of EVs, the great forgetting that buried them for decades. Why did they lose? It wasn't a tech knockout. It was economics and infrastructure punching below the belt. In 1908, Henry Ford unleashed the Model T, a gas-powered marvel mass-produced on assembly lines, slashing prices to $850, half the cost of most EVs. Suddenly, affordability trumped silence. Then came the oil boom. Massive fields discovered in Texas in 1901 flooded the market, dropping gasoline prices to pennies per gallon. EVs? Their lead-acid batteries? Think clunky, heavy bricks, like old-school cell phones. Limited range to 50-100 miles, with recharges taking hours at sparse stations. As America urbanized and roads improved, like the Lincoln Highway in 1913, people craved long-distance adventures. Gas stations popped up everywhere, while EV charging lagged. By the 1920s, electrics dwindled to niche markets, like delivery trucks or golf carts. The Great Depression sealed the deal. Cheap gas cars dominated, and EVs vanished from mainstream view. It was a classic case of right tech, wrong timing, strangled by cost, convenience, and crude oil's grip. Yet, sparks of revival flickered in the late 20th century, hinting at what's to come. The 1970s oil crises, gas lines stretching blocks, reignited interest. Automakers experimented. General Motors rolled out the EV1 in 1996, a sleek two-seater with 60 to 90 miles of range on lead-acid, later nickel-metal hydride batteries. Leased to enthusiasts in California, it handled like a dream, but met a tragic end. GM crushed most in 2003 amid low demand and battery limits. Toyota's RAV4 EV, launched in 1997, used nickel-metal hydride packs for 95 miles, targeting eco-conscious drivers, but production halted in 2003 due to high costs and sparse infrastructure. These pioneers proved EVs could work, but fell victim to the same old foes, pricey tech and no widespread charging. They were bridges to the future, crushed under the weight of unfinished revolutions. Now, fast forward to the rebirth, the Tesla formula that cracked the code. Tesla didn't invent the electric car, it reinvented the ecosystem around it, fixing history's fatal flaws. Founded in 2003, Tesla launched the Roadster in 2008. Not a dowdy compromise, but a sexy sports car, blasting 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds with a 245-mile range on revolutionary lithium-ion batteries. These cells, lighter and denser than old lead-acid ones, like swapping a brick phone for a smartphone, packed more power, thanks to partnerships with Panasonic. But tech alone wasn't enough. Tesla flipped the script on image. EVs became premium desires, not eco-sacrifices. The Model S in 2012 added luxury, autopilot features, and over-the-air updates, making cars evolve like gadgets. Infrastructure? Musk built the Supercharger network, thousands of fast-charging stations worldwide, easing range anxiety for cross-country trips. Business-wise, direct sales bypassed dealerships, building trust with seamless service and no-haggle pricing. Add gigafactories, scaling battery production, dropping costs dramatically from $1,000 per kilowatt-hour in 2010 to under $100 today, and EVs went mainstream. Tesla's genius? Solving the puzzle. Better batteries for range, cool factor for demand, chargers for convenience, and vertical integration for affordability. So, here's the thread that ties it all. Tesla didn't birth the electric car. That honor goes to 19th century tinkerers. But it resurrected a dormant dream, correcting the missteps of economics, tech, and timing. What was once a city-bound novelty became a global force, proving ideas don't die, they wait for their moment. In our climate-challenged world, EVs are no longer curiosities. They're the future, accelerating toward sustainability. If you're hooked on unraveling innovation tales like this, true inventions, bold reboots, and world-changing ideas, subscribe to TheInventIQ. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our next dive into how yesterday's sparks ignite tomorrow's revolutions. Your support fuels our quest for more genius breakthroughs. Thanks for watching.